Have you ever watched a fight and thought it was over, only for someone to pull off the most unexpected comeback? It's like watching a movie where the hero seems done for, but then, at the last second, they turn it all around. That's what makes real-life comebacks so inspiring. You see, in life, just like in sports, it's never over until it's truly over. In this video we shall dive into some of the most incredible comebacks in history that left us all in awe. Let's get started. 1. Tim Boetsch vs. Yushin Okami, UFC 144. In the world of MMA, comebacks aren't just about skill, but about heart. Tim Boetsch found himself on the receiving end of a beating from Yushin Okami. The first 2 rounds were brutal. Okami was faster, more technical, and just seemed to be too much for Boetsch. The crowd could sense that Boetsch was fading. Okami was peppering him with jabs, landing powerful knees, and controlling the pace with ease. But when the 3rd round started, something clicked.
You just got to be super aggressive this round, Tim.
Boetsch, feeling like the underdog, began to turn the fight around. He used his strength and size to press Okami against the cage, unloading a series of uppercuts that left Okami staggered. In that moment, it was clear. Boetsch wasn't going to let this slip away. He kept the pressure on, didn't let up, and eventually secured a knockout that no one expected. The crowd erupted, and it was a comeback for the ages. That moment proved that no matter how bad things get, persistence and willpower can lead to the most incredible victories. Tim's victory wasn't just about the fight, it was a statement about never losing hope when things look grim. 2. Miesha Tate vs. Holly Holm, UFC 196. This fight was supposed to be Holly Holm's moment. She had just taken the title from Ronda Rousey, and now, everyone thought she would continue her reign. Miesha Tate, however, wasn't ready to give up. For most of the fight, Holm controlled the pace and looked like she would retain her title. She was landing crisp jabs and making Tate struggle for every takedown attempt. As the 5th round came to a close, it looked like Holm was going to keep her belt. But Tate, known for her heart and determination, wasn't done yet. With just 2 minutes left in the fight, she saw her opening. After a series of failed takedown attempts, Tate dove in, took Holm down, and managed to lock in a rear naked choke.
Miesha sinks that, rings on, rolls with her, takes her back. Let's watch that again. Miesha hangs in there.
Holm tried to escape, but it was too late. Tate, who had been dominated for most of the fight, managed to pull off a submission victory that left everyone stunned. It was a brilliant demonstration of never giving up, no matter how the odds are stacked against you. Miesha's victory will forever be remembered as one of the most shocking and heart-pounding moments in MMA history. 3. Scott Smith vs. Kung Lu, Strikeforce. Shamrock vs. Lu. If you ever doubted the power of one punch, Scott Smith's fight against Kung Lu will change your mind. For most of the fight, it was clear that Smith was outclassed. Lu was faster, landing spinning kicks, and just dominated the fight. The first round was completely one-sided, and the second round wasn't much different. Smith had been dropped multiple times, and by the 3rd round, everyone thought it was over for him. Kung Lu, the much more skilled fighter, had everything going for him. But just when it seemed like Smith had no chance, he did the impossible. He caught Lu with a devastating right hook that completely changed the course of the fight. Lu, who had been dominating, was knocked out cold in the blink of an eye. It was a shocking, unbelievable comeback that left fans speechless. Scott Smith was behind for 13 minutes of the fight, but in the final moments, he proved that anything can happen in the world of MMA. This fight showed us that you can never count someone out, no matter how much time is left. It wasn't just a win for Smith, it was a reminder of the raw unpredictability of combat sports and life itself. 4. Stipe Miocic vs. Daniel Cormier, UFC 241. Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier's first fight had ended with Cormier winning, leaving Miocic with a strong desire for revenge. In their rematch, Miocic found himself getting beaten up for the first few rounds. Cormier was landing his punches with ease, controlling the pace, and dominating Miocic in the clinch. By the 4th round, Miocic was looking worn out, and many thought that Cormier would continue his reign as the champion. But Miocic wasn't ready to give up. He made the necessary adjustments, focusing on Cormier's body with a series of left hooks that started to take their toll. As Cormier began to slow down, Miocic saw his chance. With every strike, he gained confidence. And in the 4th round, Miocic turned the tables. After landing a few solid punches to the body, he rocked Cormier and finished him with a knockout that left the MMA world in shock. Miocic's performance in that fight was a testament to his resilience and his ability to make adjustments when it mattered most. It was a perfect example of how staying calm and focused can lead to victory.
And still!
Even when things don't look good. Stipe's comeback wasn't just about winning, it was a demonstration of his mental toughness and his refusal to be beaten. 5. Leon Edwards vs. Kamaru Usman, UFC 278. If there's one fight that perfectly embodies the power of a last-minute comeback, it's Leon Edwards vs. Kamaru Usman. Usman had dominated Edwards for almost the entire fight. He was landing strikes at will, taking control in the clinch, and seemed like he would retain his title with ease. Going into the final round, Edwards was behind on the scorecards, and it seemed like his only hope was a knockout. His corner gave him a pep talk, urging him to dig deep, and that's exactly what he did. With just 60 seconds left on the clock, Edwards threw a head kick out of nowhere, landing perfectly on Usman's chin. The champion, who had looked untouchable throughout the fight, was knocked out cold. Edwards had done the unthinkable, and it wasn't just the victory that was so shocking, it was the way he did it. He had been losing the fight but stayed focused and found a way to secure the win when it seemed impossible. This incredible comeback didn't just earn Edwards the win, it ended Usman's 10-year unbeaten streak and shook the entire UFC world. Edwards' victory was a true testament to the belief that no matter how tough it gets, there's always one more chance to turn things around. These fighters prove that no matter how dire things seem, you should never give up. Whether it's a knockout punch, a last-second submission, or an incredible display of heart, these comebacks remind us that anything is possible when you refuse to back down. These athletes inspire us to push through our own challenges in life. Remember, it's not over until it's truly over, and sometimes the best victories come from the most unexpected moments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories of comebacks and inspiration. See you in the next one.